I haven't posted since September, and honestly, I almost didn't post tonight either. Um, I've just been scared. I I feel like I never know like what to say, and like everything's like in my head, but as far as like conveying it to an audience, it's very difficult. Um, it's hard when you want to be seen, but at the same time, you're afraid to be seen and to put yourself out there. And that fear for me has really kind of been more of the driver of me not doing anything, essentially, because I'm afraid to fail, but I have already failed because I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing what I set out to do. When I created Celestial Infusions, I did it because I felt like I didn't fit in the wellness space. There was nothing that really made me feel included, because you have pharmaceutical companies, telling you, hey, take this pill, you will feel great. And then you've got the wellness space telling you pills are bad and you should not ever take medication, and, herbal medicine's the only way to go. And the truth is that to me, it's somewhere in the middle. I think pharmaceuticals have their place in your regimen, and I feel like the herbal support and taking the holistic approach to your care, that has a place too. It shouldn't be either or, and you feel like you're forced to have to pick. You're demonized for taking medication, and then kind of laughed at a little bit if you're saying, oh, I holistic medicine and herbalism and whatever else. And so I wanted a space where people could feel seen and that they could use both as they need, as they should, because at the end of the day, you're just trying to live your life when you have chronic conditions. Unfortunately, sometimes you don't get to make a lot of choices. You kind of lose your autonomy a little bit. Anyone that's ever had any kind of chronic condition, you understand that a lot of times, sometimes you don't get to make the choice. Your body makes it for you, or your care team will override you. And it just, I wanted a space where people could be like, this person gets it. But sometimes it's hard because you have to do things that get you seen in the algorithm. And that means maybe you're showing the happy moments and not necessarily getting raw about what life is really like or what you're really going through. And even now, like posting this, like I have filmed this probably 10 times, deleted all 10 videos, and I even did it, a voice recording multiple times to see if I would do that instead. And it's just getting to the point where I'm either going to do something or I'm going to have to stop. And I want to help people, but you feel like you have to look perfect and you feel like you have to know everything and show up when it's great. And the fact of the matter is like sometimes it's not great, and sometimes I wish I could show up more complete, but that's not always feasible. And so it's like, okay, well, if I just show up at all, is that enough? And maybe not trying to wait until it's perfect. Will that help people if they can see me struggle and be like, you know what? Like, she was struggling, she was embarrassed, she was scared, she was self-conscious, and she did it anyways, and maybe I can do it too. I don't know. Like, the pain has to mean something. So I'm gonna post this. I may delete it. I don't know. I just want people to feel seen. And I understand that for the people out there that have fibromyalgia and lupus and migraine, you know, I hear you. I've, as far as like a community, that's one thing I was like really excited about when I was building this company was that I was like, I really want a community. Like, that was what it was. It was like, I want a community because I lost all of my friends. You lose all of that when you have chronic conditions, right? Because you never know how your body is going to react, making plans, it's Monday and everyone's like, oh, we're going to do this weekend. And I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to be doing this weekend. My body hasn't told me yet. Like, I don't know. And so I really wanted to have a space where people could be like, we all get it. Like, it's not just me. It's like, no, we all, like, there's a community of us and we could be our own cheerleaders, because we probably have lost that in our day-to-day lives because people can't see migraine and they think it's just a headache. So they're just like, go take a Tylenol, you should be good. And fibromyalgia is very misunderstood. And same for lupus. It's a lot. And so I really wanted to have a community where people can just feel seen. But I guess part of that with me is that I'm going to have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I'm just so used to this over the years, because chronic illness takes so much from you. You just kind of get used to like hiding yourself, because you have to hide yourself because people, I don't know, sometimes it's easier just to hide so that you can't get hurt. But I am at a point now where I don't know, I want to turn that pain into purpose. And so that means that I have to do the things that make me uncomfortable. And I have to show up when I'm scared, and show up when I'm embarrassed, show up when I feel stupid, show up when I feel like I'm by myself. I don't know. I just want to help people. I don't know what that looks like right now, but I'm just gonna start showing up and hope that I can help other people, because I just, if I could just like help one person when it comes to like navigating all of the different doctor's appointments and treatments, and getting into herbalism and taking that holistic approach. And there's so much that's talked about when it comes to like medications and even like what you put in your body, but it's really like how it impacts your mental health, like your outlook. That really sets the foundation for everything else, right? When your nervous system is completely shot, it's very hard to, get your body where it needs to be, because your mind is racing, and then your anxiety is really bad, and it just starts to compound on each other, and your body just feels like it's in a constant state of fight or flight. And so I really wanted, my goal initially was just to be able to kind of say, look, I get it, and here's everything that I've gone through. I don't know if it'll help you. I hope it does, but if it doesn't apply, let it fly. And being that sense of like, I get it because I've been there, and you don't feel like you're alone, because sometimes it's very isolating when you have autoimmune and chronic conditions. Like, it is very isolating, because it's like, unless you know it, like, you just don't know what it's like. And so you're constantly just feeling like you're trying to get back to the person that you were before you got diagnosed, before your body started failing you. And that's how it always feels. Like, I feel like my body is failing me, and it's like, you know what, like, this is the hand I got dealt. I just have to deal with the hand I got dealt. And I can wish away forever that I wish I didn't have to deal with this. I wish I didn't, I wish this wasn't the hand I got dealt, but it's the hand I got dealt. There's nothing I can do about it at this point, but just change my perspective and go, okay, got to get to work. And I want to help people get there, and sometimes it is going to be messy. I feel like I'm rambling. I'm sorry. My mind just kind of goes a million miles a minute. But yeah, I feel like I definitely have rambled a lot. But I guess if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you. I just hope that I can be somebody that helps people on their journey, because I know what it's like to feel like you're alone. And I want you to know that I hear you, and I see you, and I hope that you stick around to listen to my story, and I hope that I can hear yours.